What do you think all the COVID response, all the mitigation efforts the Chinese authorities have taken in 2020 have paved, how has it paved the way for an economic perspective for 2021?
I think policy played a very important role for China's recovery, and the recovery is remarkable in the sense that it has been ahead of other economies of China's size. So policymakers did at least three things. They helped to contain the virus, they worked to mitigate its impact on the economy, and then as the virus was under control, macroeconomic policy efforts played a very important role in supporting the recovery. So this is why we think we do have a recovery that will continue into 2021, coming strong out of especially the fourth quarter last year. But it's important to look below the headlines. If you do this, you find that the recovery, while strong overall, is still heavily relying on public support. It is not balanced. So I think it's very important that we avoid a macroeconomic policy cliff where we prematurely withdraw public support for growth.
China has proposed its dual circulation development model. Do you think this is a model that could address these risks?
We have very long supported China's transition to high quality, better balanced growth. And we understand that much of the philosophy behind dual circulation is in line with this transition. What does it mean? I think there's a short-term and a long-term aspect to it. In the short term, we need to make sure we avoid a premature withdrawal of macroeconomic policy support and move away from traditional infrastructure investment to smart infrastructure investment, to green investment, and to household support, as we discussed earlier. Longer term, there's a whole agenda of reforms that I think can support the strategy towards more balanced, high quality growth. We note that structural reforms have not stopped during the pandemic. We have seen progress in important areas, especially opening up domestic financial services markets to foreign firms. This is good news and worth stressing. That said, the reform progress in the real sector has been slower. I'm talking about SOE reform. I'm talking about reforms that level the playing field in terms of competitive neutrality between private firms and state-owned firms. And so there's room to do more.